this is really old. This is a 1979 Greco Thunderbird TB900. It's hard to find because you can find the later ones which had both the dual pickups more easily than you can find these. But this one, we managed to grab it while it was available, and it's always a risk buying in old relic instruments, vintage instruments, but this one is actually fine. It's no problem. What I'm going to do is I'll just record a loop with the tone right down, the volume up. Basically it's P-bass configuration controls, and the pickup is basically like a precision pickup. I'm not sure if inside is split coil or not. I'd have to take the cover off to find out. I don't think it is. I think it's just a single coil actually, so it's a bit different to precision in that respect. Sounds pretty much like a precision. And if you look at the pickup placement compared to another precision, yeah, it's basically the same. It's the same distance from the end of the neck. So yeah, you get pretty much a precision sound. It's good. So I'll play a little riff and just see what comes up. Let's do something like this. Yeah. And let's continue just by putting some lower notes into that. Again, I'll just kick that into the background now and do some solos or something. There we go, kick that into the background a bit. Yeah, so there's no problems with this bass. It plays all over the shot, all over the neck without any problems. No problem. All in perfect working order with the tone right up. Yeah, no problems. It works all the way up and down the neck. Excuse me, there's a little bit of distortion on this recording. I'm going a little bit hot. But anyway, not a problem at all. Yeah, it's great, and it plays really quite easily. I don't think the action will get down any lower than this, but this is no problem. It's about 2 millimeters right now. Plays like butter. Pretty much. It's not my ideal setting, but yeah, it's all good. So you've got basically a solid mahogany body and a mahogany neck as well. It sounds like I've got to do a little bit of servicing here on the jack just to make sure. It's a little bit loose. Might need to replace it or something. But other than that, everything else is great. Lovely. Yeah, it's really nice. Like with the other old Grecos that I've played, that I've had in, I've had a number of their P bases like PB700, PB500 or 450, Mercury bass, Spacey Sound, Super Sound, all those ones. Those have all been good, and then ones that have been amazing. The Rickenbacker copies are incredible. So Greco's basically made by Matsumoto back in those days, which is essentially the same as Fujigen, the early Fujigen. Plays really, really nicely. Great. This one, the condition-wise, there are some dings and scratches, of course. I mean, it's from 1979. It's nearly as old as I am. I think I think the jack's all right. Maybe. I'm gonna have to check that out and give it a bit of servicing. I've already cleaned the pots because they were a bit staticky. Now they're all clean, working nicely. Neck seems to be fine. It's in full working order. Tuning pegs, no problem. Everything's original parts. I don't know if the knobs are actually original or not. They might have been replaced. Hard to tell because they're just plastic. The strap peg has been, this strap peg has been moved. There's a hole that's been filled in here. I think the owner had moved the strap peg at one point to here and then decided that that didn't work and taken back to the original position, perhaps. But apart from that, I mean, just on looks, initial impressions, it looks good. Looks like it's in good nick. But when you look at it close, you'll see there's some dints, and that there's some scratching, especially on the back, buckle rash, a couple of chips in the finish here and there. Nothing major, nothing that affects the play. It plays well, and in my opinion, sounds really nice. So there you go. That's the Greco TB900. Not really a jazz bass, so I don't know why I'm playing jazz on it, but yeah, it's great. There you go. I'm sorry, I'm recording a little bit hot, so a little bit of distortion. But you're not going to get that through a big rig. It's going to sound absolutely fantastic. So, yep, I'm going to get the jack sorted out, because that's a little bit loose. I think that's what the problem is there. Like when you move it around like this, you get a little bit of intermittence. Not a major problem though. Can be fixed. Everything else is great, fantastic, love it. Good instrument. Thanks for watching.